Greetings, boys and girls. It is now time for phonics. Today's sound is the short E sound, eh. Egg. Single E says eh, and E-A says eh. Boys and girls, have you noticed that E-A makes more than just one sound? Yes, E-A can definitely say eh, as in the word bread. In the word bread, boys and girls, the two vowels are walking, but the first vowel is making the short sound. We also know that E-A can say E, as in eat. Here again, when two vowels go walking, the first one does the talking. E-A can also say A, as in steak. She ate a delicious steak for dinner. This time, the two vowels are walking, but the second vowel is talking. The A is talking. But today we're focusing on E-A, making the short sound of eh. Let's read some sounds. Sound eh. Which eh, boys and girls? Single E says eh. Sound t. Sound ooh. Word tell. Sound eh. Which eh, boys and girls? Single E says eh. Sound st. Sound t. Word test. Sound eh. Which eh, boys and girls? Single E says eh. Sound g. Sound ooh. Word leg. Sound eh. Which eh, boys and girls? Single E says eh. Sound t. Sound ooh. Word let. Now if I add an apostrophe S, what does it say now? That's right, it says let's. Remember, let's is a contraction. That means it's two words put together. Do you know the two words? The two words are let us. Let's. Let's continue, boys and girls. Sound eh. Which eh, boys and girls? Single E says eh. Sound f. Sound t. Sound ooh. Word left. He wrote with his left hand. Sound eh. Which eh, boys and girls? Single E says eh. Sound d. Sound word red. Sound eh. Which eh, boys and girls? Single E says eh. Sound st. Sound word rest. Please get some rest before you begin your work. Okay, boys and girls, here's that E-A. Sound eh. Which eh, boys and girls? E-A says eh. Great job. Sound sound D. Very good, boys and girls. Remember, when there is a Y at the end of a word, and there are other vowels in that word, the Y at the end says E. Word, ready. She was ready for school. Boys and girls, let's sing these two sounds. And and The E in rest now says The EA in ready now says Great job, boys and girls. Let me code this so that you'll know what it says. Sound, Which boys and girls? EA says Sound, sound, D. Word, head. Great job, boys and girls. Let's try another one. Sound, Which boys and girls? EA says Sound, sound, V. Word, heavy. The book was heavy. Sound, Which boys and girls? Single E says Sound, J. Which J? DGE says J. Word, edge. He stood at the edge of the street. Sound, Which boys and girls? Single E says Sound, X. Sound, P. Sound, Sound, K. Now notice, boys and girls, the E is next to the C, but it's not on the right side of the C. So if the E or a vowel signal is not on the right side, the C is a hard sound. It says K. And the last sound, sound, T. Word, expect. Expect. Please expect a package in the mail. Sound, Which boys and girls? Single E says Sound, X. Now what sound does the C make? That's right, S, because the E is on the right side of the C. So that vowel signal changes the C to an S. Also, I want you to notice, boys and girls, that this E has two jobs now. It's a vowel signal for the C, but guess what? The E still makes its own sound. So, what does the E say in this word? Which boys and girls? Single E says It's still single E because it's a vowel that's standing alone, even when it's a vowel signal. Sound, P. Sound, T. Word, accept. Accept. Everyone was here except Johnny. Great job, boys and girls. Now let's sing our sounds. Single E says and the word is tell. Single E says and the word is test. Single E says and the word is leg. Single E says and the word is let's. EA says and the word is heavy. Single E says and the word is left. Single E says and the word is red. Single E says and the word is rest. EA says and the word is ready. EA says and the word is head. Single E says and the word is edge. Single E says and the word is expect. Single E says and the word is accept. Sound word tell. Sound word test. Sound word leg. Sound word let's. Sound word heavy. Sound word left. Sound word red. Sound word rest. Sound word ready. Sound word head. Sound word edge. Sound word expect. Sound word accept. Great job, boys and girls. Now, get your pencil and paper out. It's time to use your new sounds and spell some words. The first word is tell. Please tell the truth. Say it. Tell. Tap it. T-L. Tell. Now write it. And you should have T-E-L-L. Now, can you change the word tell into the word test? He took a test. That's right. Take off the L's and add S-T. Great job. The next word is leg. Please be careful with your leg when you jump. Say it. Leg. Tap it. Ooh, egg. Leg. Now write it. And you should have L-E-G. Leg. Now, can you change the word leg into the word let? Please let her through. That's right. Take off the last letter G and change it to T. Can you remember how to spell the contraction let's? Let's go to the store. That's right. Add an apostrophe S. Now, can you change the word let's into the word left? I left my book downstairs. Left. That's right. Take off the apostrophe S and the T and change it to F-T. Great job, boys and girls. The next word is red. She wore red shoes. Say it. Red. Tap it. Red. Red. Now write it. And you should have R-E-D. Red. Now, can you change the word red into the word rest? Please get your rest daily. That's right. Take off the ending and add S-T. Rest. Can you spell the word ready? Say it. Ready. Are you ready to read? Tap it. Ready. Ready. And you should have R-E-A-D-Y. EA says ready. The next word is head. Please put your hands on your head. Say it. Head. Tap it. Ed. Head. Now write it. And you should have H-E-A-D. Head. Now can you change the word head into the word heavy? The book was very heavy. That's right, take off the ending and add V-Y. And now we have heavy. Boys and girls, you'll have to remember words with the S sound to know if the is spelled single E or EA. This is what you'll have to practice and remember. The next word is edge. Please get away from the edge of the cliff. Say it. Edge. Tap it. Edge. Edge. Now write it. And you should have E-D-G-E. Remember, the D-G-E says J. The next word is expect. Please expect a miracle. Expect. Say it. Expect. Tap it. Exp. Ect. Expect. Now write it. And you should have E-X-P-E-C-T. Expect. The next word is accept. Everyone was here except Jimmy. Say it. Accept. Tap it. Accept. Accept. Now write it. And you should have E-X-C-E-P-T. Notice that the vowel signal E is on the right side of the C, which changes the C to an S. And now it's time for our dictation sentence, boys and girls. Get ready to repeat after me. And the sentence is, expect to get rest every day. Can you say that sentence with me? Expect to get rest every day. Now, don't forget how a sentence should begin and how it should end. Pause the video, write your sentence, expect to get rest every day, and then unpause the video to check your answer. Welcome back, boys and girls. And you should have capital E, X, P, E, C, T, expect to get rest every day with a period at the end. Please check your answer, boys and girls, and make sure everything is correct. If it is, give yourself a pat on the back. If not, just circle your mistake and fix it. Now, boys and girls, it is time for our fable, The Bees and the Drones. First, I'm going to read the fable to you, and then I'll give you time to read it on your own. But before we begin, let's talk about what a bee is and what a drone is. Boys and girls, a drone is still a bee. It's just a male honey bee. Unlike the female worker bee, drones do not have stingers. They can't sting you. And they don't gather nectar or pollen either, which means they don't make any honey. So, bees that make honey are females, and drones are the male honeybees that do not make any honey. Now, let's begin. The bees and the drones. Some bees made honey in a hive, and some drones tried to steal it. A wasp came by. "Help!" cried the bees. "Please tell these drones not to steal this honey." "We aren't stealing it," said the drones. "We made it." "I will test you," said the wasp. "Let me see you both make honey." The bees were ready. They made honey. The lazy drone sat still. They had never made honey. They had played instead. The wasp nodded his head and sent the drones away. Boys and girls, it is now your turn to read the bees and the drones on your own. Great job, boys and girls. Did you think of a moral of the story while you were reading? One moral could be, don't believe everything you hear. Because sometimes, boys and girls, when someone tells you something, you must ask questions just to get to the bottom of things. Can you think of a different moral for this story? Remember, a story can have more than one moral. Share your moral with your family. At this time, boys and girls, phonics is over. I'll see you next time.